My name is David Counts. Um, I am the president and owner of Automated Concepts in Austin, Texas. And we are systems integrators with Opto 22 and some other systems as well, although that we use Opto 22 more than anything else. Some of the industries that we work with are pressure testing systems for oil and gas, lab controls and monitoring. We do a lot of water and wastewater, some semiconductor and power generation, and we do some custom production machines, which have to do with like asphalt skids and those kind of things. As far as our capabilities go, we are not just a one-man show. We have multiple people that we work with. And along the lines of what our capabilities are, as far as engineering design, we can do electrical control panels, do custom cables, mechanical and CAD drawings. And then also with the automation control products, we can do Opto 22, Siemens, and Schneider. That's the three big ones that we do. Although I would venture to say that 80% of our work is with Opto 22 because we like it the best. We also manufacture electrical control panels that we make in our own shop. We don't farm those out. And we also do some mechanical systems manufacturing. Some of the mechanical systems that we do are pump testing systems. We do not manufacture those ourselves, although we do the design and then we send those out. So I'm just going to show just a couple simple examples of the electrical drawings. So this is a sample of one that's done with ladder logic. And then this is a control panel drawing. You can see they're very, very detailed. These are all done with AutoCAD. And this is the wiring for those. We also design some mechanical systems. We do the PNIDs and we do the 3D models with SolidWorks. And we do all of our own documentation as well. Opto 22 is one of our primary systems that we work with. So we do the HMIs and we do the flowchart systems. We do the work with a combination of the script blocks and the object and condition blocks so that the end user has the ability to debug the code. Some people we see use script blocks only, and we find that to be very difficult as far as doing the debugging from the customer side. We also do the HMIs in-house. We will farm some of that out because it can get to be very tedious and time consuming. So for the panel manufacturing, I just want to show a couple samples of one before. And then I'm going to show another one of the panel after it was rebuilt. And this one was an Opto 22 system that was actually connected to a motor controller for a turbometer machine that tests friction coefficients. One of the main things that we do is we work with labs to develop systems, mechanical systems that can do pressure testing, and then they can also do different types of testing like viscosity or reaction chambers. We also manufacture digital chart recorders that are used in the oil field. Some are offshore, actually on the rigs that they use for doing pressure testing. And those are all Opto 22 as well. Some of the systems that we've used or that we've developed for doing the pressure testing are for gas systems, which are into high pressure systems up to 30,000 PSI. Those are used for testing the integrity for subsea wellhead trees. We also have systems that test surface wellhead trees and other equipment, such as frac trailer equipment. And then also we have a very simple hydrocart system that we develop. And all three of those systems are also using Opto 22. So one of the unique systems that we developed recently was using the Rio, and the application that we were working on was semi-commercial and industrial. It was for a barbecue smoker trailer. And there's actually a white paper that was developed with Opto 22. So one of the things that we specialize in is doing mechanical integration. So if somebody has a system that is automated or not automated, and they're using a different system, we can go in, take a look at that mechanical system, and do a design for the automation using a different PLC. In other words, like Opto 22. We've done that on hydro and hydraulic pump systems. We've done it on N2 booster systems, manufacturing press for like fiberglass enclosures. We've done that on different types of pressure carts. Also for some of the lab units, doing reactor lab tests for polymers, for the refineries. So we've also done some mechanical integration on some of the water and wastewater systems, especially when it comes to the high horsepower pumps. So like 500 horsepower pumps. Recently, we've done a system that has 8 500 horsepower pumps that were originally designed to be automated. And we went in and completely retrofit the panel to do temperature monitoring, vibration monitoring, and do the automation completely with Opto 22 with using communication to more industries' temperature concentrator system. Originally, when we did that system, there were nothing more than dummy switchers that would turn off the pumps based on their safeties, but there was no way to know whether or not they were actually calibrated correctly. So we went in there and put in a monitoring system that would give the operators and the managers feedback of the values. One of the newer things that we're doing now is using IoT in some of our systems to integrate Node-RED, and then also analytics and machine learning, which is very valuable to the customer in some respects, especially when we are developing automation for pump testing systems. Those systems typically run 24/7, and the operators need to know when a part is possibly going to have to be replaced before it fails. And so we collect that data with either the Epic or with Node-RED, send that to a database, and then it can be tied into something like IBM Watson. So automated consoles, we've been in business since 1998. We have quite a bit of flexibility. So if there's anything that you would like to automate, especially with Opto 22, since they are our favorite, please give us a call.